guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I am joined this morning by Miss Flo. It's Saturday morning and obviously you can tell I'm in my jammies. I've just woken up and Flo is having her very trusty morning yap. I wanted to bring you guys along with us because we're actually going to a vintage emporium in Stockport, which is basically like a big antique shop. It is really cool. There's comics, there's books, old furniture, that sort of thing, and the vibes are just really nice. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with us. We're also going to go into Stockport as well and maybe go to the Works and Waterstone. So I just thought for a fun little bookish vlog, let's go. Relax. I am so tired, guys. I am so bloody tired. I have done so much walking today. I actually slept in the car and then getting out of the car banged my head, so that is not fun. But we are back now. I've got a cup of tea, a pastry to eat, and I've got my book, which I am very happy about. I didn't end up buying any books while we was out. The HMV that I went to actually was so stocked, and there definitely were books that I could buy, but I am trying to be on a little bit of a ban. And the Waterstones as well didn't really have a lot of stuff. There's 2 books that are on my radar at the moment, and that's The Predator by, I think her name's Runix, and then Glow of the Everflame by Pen Cole. And I saw neither of those. I was like, if I don't see any of those, I'm not going to get them. That being said, it is double points at Waterstones at the moment, so it's very tempting to kind of order them. So I want to do a little bit of a taste test, because basically we went to this, what would you call it, like a pastry shop, cafe kind of thing, called Sticky Fingers. We went to the market one because the one on the main street of Stockport is unbelievably busy. Like the queue was coming out like miles and miles. So we just went into the market one and got a little like pastry. It's like, what would you call it, like a
brioche.
So brioche with
not
custard.
gatekeeping where the market is.
You go up to like the big church. There's a big steep hill, and you go up to the church, and basically there's a market in there. We didn't know when we first went in, but basically they have not in the church, like there's a market next to the church, and we didn't know when we went in, but basically there's a smaller Sticky Finger shop in there that does like coffee, and then a few different like brioches, cakes, like vanilla slices, bread, that sort of thing.
There's also a pet shop.
Yeah, and there's also a pet shop, which basically Flo has these things called yaks. You probably have seen them in loads of videos that are like hard cheese. But the lady recommended that we get her, I think it's a deer antler or something like that. And she is literally, I don't, you can probably hear her in the background, having the time of her life chewing this right now. Like, was very expensive, but the lady said it'll last like a lot longer than the yaks would do. So if you've got like a 6-month-old puppy, highly recommend, because she's absolutely buzzing right now. Right, anyway, for the taste test, I did show you guys briefly in a other clip, but this is the little brioche. Oh my god, I don't want it to drop. Little brioche that we've got. So it's like a brioche bun and then custard. Oh, hello, Miss Flo.
It passes the sniff test.
She's like, no, I want the pastry. So we're going to do a little bit of a taste test. I'll hand this back to you to cut, Lukey. There was a few different flavours as well. Like there was like a apple crumble one, a rhubarb one. There was one other one, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe just a jam. Okay, so cross section, looking good.
I don't even know what it is. It's just like a brioche custard.
It's like custard. I think it was like custard.
Slices there that looked.
You know, like the custard, you get like a custard tart. That's what it looks like. But also this looks like one of like a fancier version of the one you get in Costco. Okay, let's go. Oh.
That's pretty banging, not gonna lie.
The cream is really good.
You should...
Without the cream, it would be dry.
Ready.
Yeah. That's really good. Recommend.
Mm-hmm.
I give it like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. It's not amazing. Yeah, it's not amazing, but it is yummy. So guys, I actually haven't sat and read today, which if you don't know, my current read is King of Pride. I think maybe I showed this earlier when I was packing my bag to go out, but I actually haven't sat down to read today, which is really naughty of me. I picked this up last night, kind of on a bit of a whim, because it's not really on my March TBR, but I've been looking at it for a while now. I really like want to commit to this series, and I really want to be like an Anna Huang girl. I'm so jealous of those girlies. I have such a big FOMO that like get her books and read them on like release day. I want to be one of those girlies that do that. So I'm hoping, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up with the whole series for when is it King of Gluttony, because I think it comes out in April, like the middle of April. I think I will put the proper date on the screen obviously, but I would love to maybe get onto the 3rd book, maybe even read that one. I'm not sure how big it is. King of Greed, I think that is like a second chance romance. I'm pretty sure that is between a character actually that I've just been introduced to maybe again, but in this book for the first time, I think is the main character of the third book in the series, and from what I can gauge, he is kind of like, he's married, but his whole life of his is his work. So I think that one might be like potential to be top fave. Going into this one, I am nervous because quite a lot of my good friends have read this and said it's either okay or it's their least favourite in the series and that it's quite boring. Kai doesn't really excite me, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like overly prim and proper male main characters. I don't know, I don't like it when they have like a strict range. I don't know, it's just, to me it's like very icky. So going into this, I was a bit nervous, and like I said, I'm only a few chapters in. I picked this up last night, so I'm on chapter 6, page 36, and so far so good. I'm really liking Isabel's character. I think she's so funny, and I like that she is a writer, and as I'm actually writing a book myself, her talking about her struggles with writing block, I feel it to my bones. So that was quite funny because I actually sat down last night to write, couldn't write. I picked this book up, and then she spoke about having writer's block, and I was like, oh, she is me, I am her. So far so good. I don't think it's going to be like a 5-star book for me at all, but just good fun vibes is kind of what I am going for. Also got sent a deal, basically. It was advertised on my Instagram, basically, where I could get Kindle Unlimited for like 3 months for like £1. So I was like, yes. Normally I just like buy the individual book sort of thing. So I'm very happy about that because I can get all of the King of Sin series on here. I also downloaded The Chase as well because that is on my TBR for March. So maybe I'll read that next. All of Chelsea Koto books as well are on it, and the Windy City series by Liz Tom Fordy, which is another series that I'm trying to prioritise. So many good picks. I'm so excited just to get into like reading the romance again because I feel like I've neglected it. I've read quite a lot of dark romance recently. So yes, I have a few priority series that I want to get around to the next coming months. Just I don't know if it's like a FOMO thing. Like on the release date of In Her Own League by Liz Tom Fordy, I felt so left out because everyone was like reading it, and I'm like, I've literally read the first book last year, like late last year for her signing. I feel so behind, so unbelievably behind, and like, when you're kind of like in the BookTok space or BookTube or Bookstagram space, I feel like there is a bit of a pressure to kind of read books that are so prevalent in the time. So I feel like, I don't know, I went off on a tangent and I'm really far behind now. So that is kind of annoying. But before I do sit down and get some of this book read, I actually need to tidy my bookshelf up because I just picked up like basically last night 4 or 5 books that I was kind of like vibing with, and I've read like the first couple of pages of each of them. So I do need to tidy my bookshelf because it is rather messy. I do have a bit of a haul. I haven't got this today, but basically I went shopping the other day and I got a book. I was convinced by my friend Maddie. I haven't actually previously got on well with this author. I read a bit of Franchise Sanctuary and I soft DNF'd it because I just wasn't vibing with it at the time. But my friends have told me that the rest of the books in that series are really good. And this book is part of her new series, and that is Across the Vanishing Sky. This was £5 at the works, and I kind of was like, oh, I really want it. Like, I going back to that point of kind of like having FOMO, and this is definitely not like good for like my buying book habits at all, but this one is one that I have been seeing all over my Bookstagram, and every single person that I have spoke to that has read this has given it like 4.5 stars, 5 stars. Like, one of my friends said this was the best book of the year so far, so I have really high expectations for it. Also came with this like really cute sprayed edge, and then the man gave me a little bookmark as well. Not super sure how it matches other than the fact that it's pink. But yeah, I've got a cute matching bookmark, which we love free stuff, we love bookmarks, so it's a winner. So yeah, I wanted to show that that's the only book that I could say I've hauled recently. I also got sent as part of a giveaway a new Kindle sleeve. So this is my Kindle sleeve. It is very cute. It's like very plump, and it obviously says book lover with a little rose here. This is from the company, I think you say it as Valerium. I'll put it on the screen because I'm not 100% sure, but it is very plump, and like inside it's kind of like, not like, it's kind of cotton. I thought it was silk, but it is cotton. My only issue is, let me show you. So I have the Kindle Paperwhite from, I got it in like 2022, 2023, I think. So it might be like the Paperwhite 2021 version. And I obviously have a case on it to protect it, and obviously a pop socket as well, because I like to have some sort of background or stickers, that sort of thing. Also just to protect the case as well, because sometimes I do generally just throw this in my bag without a protective like jacket almost. So I want to keep my case on. My issue is, this is it fully opened, so it has like very like round corners. It's quite hard. Oh no, I'm saying that, it's actually not that bad. It's quite hard to like really get in, like I have to push it in. Now that I've used it a few times, might be a little bit better, but I don't know if it just looks like it's like bulging. That makes me sound really ungrateful, because obviously I got sent this as part of like a giveaway, but oh, I don't know. Also, I love it. Like I this is like clean girl aesthetic, and I just feel this is going to be awesome for like taking photos with and stuff. But I don't want to put it in my bag because I'm scared that it'll get mucky in my bag, and I want to keep it like as like pristine as possible because it is so cute. I love this kind of like waffle material. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and show you guys my little haul, because I did pick up a book, but not in this vlog, and I felt like I was lying, so I'm holding myself accountable. I did pick up a book this week, but £5 from the works, guys, with sprayed edges and a free bookmark. So in girl maths, it didn't really cost anything, right? Okay, so I was just drinking my tea, reading a little bit of King of Pride on my Kindle, and I just have like one little irking concern, and I don't know whether I've watched a video of someone reading this book and said the same thing, but it feels maybe a bit insta-lusty or like insta-lovey, because I'm literally maybe like 37 pages in on my Kindle, and she like basically says that she's attracted to him, and that she knows that he's also attracted to her, and also he keeps talking about how he feels so drawn to her, like he's basically changing his like daily routine to make sure that he goes and visits like the music studio at this club that he attends. Not like a nightclub, but like a man's club, I guess you would call it, or like there's like a proper name for it, but basically it's a very like influential club, and if you have a lot of money you basically go there. It's in New York, and she obviously works there, but I don't know, I'm just worried that it's gonna be like, I can't click with this hand, but you know what I'm trying to say, like insta love straight away, and then we're gonna have like 300 pages of like what, like give me the yearning. That is what I want. I would give a bit of an update while I take my makeup off. So I'm going to put my hair down. I haven't actually read that much because I've been on FaceTime with my dad, showing him the comics that Luke ended up picking up. So basically, if you guys don't know, Luke and my dad both collect like comics and stuff. Oh no. So we go to like quite a lot of like different like vintage places to look for comics, and we also go to an event in the lakes. Also, if my hair looks greasy, I have a lot of gel in it. This is what we're dealing with right now. So yeah, so we go a lot to different like vintage places and events and stuff like comic book shops, that sort of thing. So that's like what the mission was today. So we are now gonna try and make, basically when we went to Dubrovnik, we had these things. I don't know what you would call it other than like a sausage roll, but not like a Greg sausage roll. Like think of like a really tasty like hot dog, but in like the pastry of a sausage roll. We had them in Dubrovnik, and basically last night we had homemade pizzas, and I had dough left over. So we're gonna try, keyword being try, to essentially recreate that, because well, we was in Dubrovnik for like a week, I think, and generally that's pretty much what we would have, at least one of those a day. Like they were so yummy. And I've had them in different countries as well. I think I used to get them in France. So that's what we're going to recreate this evening. I basically, when I was a kid, like when I was like age like 13, I basically like discovered The Sims, like Sims 2 and like Sims 3, and that like was my childhood. And I did play a little bit of Sims 4 again, and then randomly yesterday I was like, I really want to play The Sims. So I actually downloaded The Sims 4 because for some reason The Sims 4 base game is free. I don't know. And it saved like all of my like packs that I'd bought previously as well. So I re-downloaded it and I made a character. I literally only played it for like maybe like half an hour, but I'm thinking like, oh, I kind of really want to play it. I might even go on live stream and play it online, like on Twitch, which if you guys don't know, I do stream on Twitch, reading sprints, bookish charts, work from home environment, gaming as well, maybe, hopefully. So I'll leave that down below, because I do sprints on TikTok but also on Twitch as well. So I'm thinking like I might want to go on that, because if I could read like half of this book this weekend, I will be so chuffed. So I might even just lock in this evening and like try and get majority of that book read, because I'm, like I said, I'm only like 30 pages in. So it's just hard because I don't want to force myself to read if I'm not feeling it, but then I also feel bad if I don't read. So that's the tricky thing. But obviously, because I'm kind of reading this book in this vlog, I thought it'd be a good idea to come on and chat like my kind of first impressions. And I know I've already started it and briefly giving you guys kind of hello, oh, is that nice, a bit of my opinion, but like I don't think this is going to be, I'll be completely honest, I don't think this is going to be my favourite book in the series, because I do like Isabel's character, and no, but I just don't think I'm going to be obsessed with Kai's character at all. And they kind of have this like, I do like they have like a competitive streak between them. It's not like dislike or anything like that. And there's like inside jokes that she's kind of not picking up on that he's like made. So like something about strawberry gin is like an inside joke, and like glow in the dark as well, which if you've read the book, the first line, you guys know. Yeah. So I am liking that dynamic, but I'm just worried about the insta lust thing. And I don't know whether, I'm not sure what the trope is like. Maybe it's like forbidden love, but basically it's not allowed for her to basically have any sort of relations with any of her clients at work. And I spoke to my friend earlier about this series, and she does like Anna Hong, like really the Twisted series, which I'm not gonna lie, I listened to a lot of them and I gave them 3 stars. I don't even think I finished the last one, so maybe when I finish this series I need to go back and finish that, because I know Twisted Lies is probably one of the more loved ones. I feel like you are a particular, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are a particular girly, and that particular girly interlines with which is your favourite Twisted book. Because I know like a lot of people like Jules, who are like very fiery, a lot of people like Bridget, like the clean girls kind of vibe. So I'm not sure, I obviously didn't get round to Twisted Lies. I have all of them, and I have King of Wrath as well. Like my mum's has the, I don't know if they're, I guess they are the indie editions. I spent a lot of money on them actually, I think. Which is kind of annoying because I don't think I'll be able to get the other ones like that. And I got the, like the stone coloured ones, or crystal coloured ones for Christmas off Luke. So I may end up putting them on my vintage because obviously I don't need them. But yeah, I'm just, that's the only thing irking me at the moment. The only thing that's like, even now, not upset, what's the word, like it's the only thing concerning me is that it's gonna be, it's lovey. If you guys have read this series, please let me know down below which is your favorite. Like I am gonna read them all. I am gonna read them all because I have them all, and I've now committed. So I think if I just lock in, I'll be all right. But I do really want to play The Sims, so we will see. I might do some sprints later online and see if Luke will do some reading sprints for me as well, and try and get, like, if I could get to the 100-page mark tonight, I would be really happy. Yeah, I am gonna go finish off my skincare, try and get as much of this gel out of my hair as possible, because I don't know if gel is damaging for hair, and I might put a hair mask on and sleep in it. I'm not really like a girly girl, but I am. I just don't know, I don't have a knowledge about this sort of thing, so I'm just gonna try my best, guys. Don't really like what he's just said just now. He's just called her a passing fancy, and he said he doesn't want to let something as unreliable as a passing fancy ruin things. Yeah, I don't know, it seems like because she's not from like the same world as him that he's like attracted to that, but he's like, I don't know if he's being like, not degrading, but like sees her as a bit like off limits because she's from like the lower class, and she's like, that's intriguing him, because he's just said in the page before, although I disapproved of Isabel's distressingly common lack of propriety, part of me was charmed by it. Oh, I don't know. It's giving red flag. I'm not enjoying it. Not enjoying that bit anyway. And he says, but you're overlooking an important point with what I said. The arch of my brow matched hers. I said every gentleman, not every person. And she does call him a snob, to be fair, but I don't know how to feel. I like aspects of the book. Like, I'm really enjoying like her friendship with Vivian and Sloane, and actually her talking about like the writing process a wee bit, but I'm not as much enjoying his POVs as I am hers. Okay guys, so I'm actually gonna end the vlog here, but before I do, I just wanted to give a bit of an update on King of Pride, because I'm actually a lot further ahead than what my bookmark may suggest. So I've been reading on my Kindle and I'm on chapter 14, which is page 108 in my Kindle. So in my book, let's see, and I am actually really enjoying it. It's not like a 5-star read. Like, I knew going into this that this was just going to be more of a fun book, and it definitely is that, but I keep reading Isabel's character and just really enjoying her, and actually relating a lot of my situation to hers at the moment, which I will say, when I read that in a book, when I can relate to the main character, that gives it an extra star for me. Like, that just ticks a box, really. I was a bit worried about it being insta-lovey, but it's very much like there is an attraction there, but they both kind of know that, you know, it's forbidden love, which, oh, guys, I love a forbidden love. So it's more so yearning. So I'm glad actually that like concern I had when I first started this book has actually been kind of like disproven. It's not really like insta-lovey. Like, there's definitely like other priorities going on. The only thing that is still bothering me is that Kai talks a lot about being prim and proper, and how Isabel's appearance and persona and the way she acts isn't that, so that she's just so like kind of like brash, says it how it is. She's got this like purple coloured hair, like that sort of thing, and he almost sees that as like the forbidden fruit, and that's make just a tiny bit like a bit lusty for me, in the sense that I don't know whether he actually likes her or whether it's just like he wants what he can't have kind of vibe. That's what it feels like so far, but he has just done something really romantic for her, and as a bookworm, as a writer, I actually really appreciated the gesture. Even though it's not really romantic so far, he just did that. I don't know, he just did that as like an act of like showing support for her when so many other people have kind of like put her down about her writing situation. So I just think that was really, really nice, and I am enjoying it. Just good vibes. I feel like that's what Anna Huang brings, is just the good vibes, and we are being introduced into more characters I think we will see in the rest of the series. So I've met Sloane, I've met Dominic, there's been mentions of people from her other series, which I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's like the keeper, the defender, the striker, that one.
one of Sloane's clients is the main character in one of those books. So that, I love that she just like that like ticks the box again. That just makes me so excited to read the rest of the books in this series and her other series as well. Like, even though it's like a romance series and they're obviously interconnected romances, they're also interconnected series, which if you can do that as an author, I just think that's so crazy intelligent, and I really, really enjoy that. Anyway, I am going to probably read a little bit before I go to bed. It's 10:30 now. I am going to end the vlog here because I am very tired and I need to get up early tomorrow. So thank you so much for spending the day with me. I had a really cozy, fun day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the vlog as well. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye!